Okay guys, so we could be looking at the actual beginning of the crash. Now, if you have been following the channel, you know that I've been saying this since before FOMC. I thought FOMC was going to be the catalyst, but apparently it wasn't. There was a scam pump, which I said is possible. But this could be the beginning of the actual massive sell-off that sends us all the way down here to 3.83 trillion on the total market cap, possibly dropping 10-15% of your favorite coins. Here's what is happening. So number one, I'm going to talk about the charts in a second, but I wanted to bring this here. I posted it on the Telegram. I have this free Telegram link in the description. I posted it in there that something is off with the chart, which I'm going to talk about in a second, but there is something happening that could potentially be the catalyst for this. And people will say, oh, it happened because of the news, but you always see things in the chart prior to this. So Japan stock market crashes 2.5% as bond yields hit record territory. So we've been talking about the yen carry trade and the fact that Japan has 260% GDP to debt ratio, which is absolutely insane, the highest in the world. And what is happening is that they have to at some point stop this somehow. So they are either going to raise rates, which we're going to see, or they have to, or both, they have to offload the stocks that they hold, or ETFs that they hold. So they signaled that they're about to offload 330 billion worth of ETFs per year. That's absolutely crazy considering the fact that they own 70% of large listed stocks in Japan. Now, why is this relevant to you and the market? One, the market is always reacting on news. Always. I always told you it's always the shock factor. If something, so everybody's going and focusing on the fact that there's 3 rate cuts happening this year, but it has been known. Everybody was expecting 3 cuts, so this is not news. Market always reacts to the shock factor. And here the shock factor is this announcement that they're about to offload majority of their ETFs, massive amount of ETFs, worth of ETFs or stocks of their holding, and they hold 70%. Now this will carry on. There will be speculation whether they're going to raise rates to stop a whole shit show that's happening there. And how will that impact the US and the world? How will the yen carry trade that they could borrow for 0 interest for a long time will play out? And that could potentially be the spoof of the market, adding to the fact that the FOMC was a nothing burger and quantitative easing doesn't start. Again, I detailed all this on the channel. If you're not subscribed and if you're not watching these 10-minute updates every day, I don't know what to tell you. I'm here for free teaching you what I've been learning since 2016 and helping you make trades and navigate the market. So anyway, that said, going to the chart. So I've been bearish for quite some time now, and the reason is because we come back into a 4-hour rejection. This is a clear rejection zone, clear rejection area. So you see here, this is a 4-hour lower low here, and it's a retrace to that lower low. Now, don't forget that I called the bottom here from the MB bounce, and I'm telling you that we're close to a local, hopefully just a local top, and we don't break below these lows because then we're coming all the way down here. But most likely a local top. There's massive built up liquidity. This should break below and we should come back to at least the 50%, which is 3.85 trillion. Why do I think that? One, because we are in a massive supply area. 2, the FOMC was a nothing burger. 3, now we see unfolding the next spoof narrative that is going to be with the whole Japan, which is not just spoofing, it's actually a proper problem, but we do see that. So what you need to look out for is the following. We came back, and I also made a mistake. I'm going to tell you about the SOL trade in a second. But what you got to look out for is very simply a 15-minute market structure shift from there, which happened now. So we do have a clear invalidation. We had a low there. We had a retest. We had a little bit of close above there, which is even better because another break below, and then just rippling down slowly and slowly. The question that I have, and we're going to see, that will basically confirm that this is the beginning is, one, we have an hourly market structure shift here. So this is 3 consecutive candles. We have a close above here. This is a clear market structure shift from a higher time frame supply zone. So that means that is an actual problem for us. We can't have a retrace here and then continue lower. But what will basically cement my idea or my thesis is a close below here on the 3.93 trillion. And considering the spoof that is happening with the Japan BOJ decision and signal, I would not be surprised if this really fucking sells off, has a retrace, and then continues down to the 3.85 trillion I've been calling for a long time. Now, do I short? Do I long? And I have to tell you, I did make a mistake. So if you go into my account, this is the account that I'm running here openly with you. If you look here, I had these trades that I took with you guys, so you don't really see it because I'm in the middle, but I'm going to pull myself up. So you have these 2 SOL trades that I gave you here in the Telegram, and they got stopped, and I made a big mistake. And I'm just going to be completely honest with you. The big mistake isn't that I took another SOL short. The big mistake is that I didn't tell you. And I know it's kind of it's fucked, but I told you I'm going to be very transparent with you. I did take another Sol short, and I didn't tell you because, very honestly, I'm still have to learn dealing with all the negative comments. And I know a lot of you saying don't focus that, and I am learning, but I know that people don't understand the full trading methodology that I use, and I was just so afraid that if I give you another trade and it gets into a stop again, which for me is just another R, but for you is 3 loss and you don't manage risk and whatever, you're just gonna lose more money. So I didn't dare to give it to you. But yeah, it's up $4,600. So this is my third trade, as you see, third short position history. You see that I had the this is the pump trade that we closed, and then you have the Solana trade, which I had 2,700 and another at 800 loss here, and yeah, I'm up $4,000 in this position. Would I short now? That's the question. I wouldn't. So I would wait. I would, but then I would keep the stop above 4.15 trillion, but I would wait for a break below the 4-hour now to confirm. And I think it's going to be very vicious. If it happens during the weekend or early next week or today. I would wait for this setup, and then I will definitely add to the short here. But also, I never advise you to shorten in the bull market. So. But yes, I would wait for that, or I would get into a short here and just keep my stop loss above the levels. I'm going to update you what I see in the Telegram. I'm probably not going to drop a show on the weekend. Just subscribe to the channel, smash the bell notifications on. Maybe I do. I will be traveling. As you see, I'm not even in my normal setup. Sound might be bad. Sorry about that. But this is what I'm looking for. Please stay cautious. Make sure that you're not over leveraged. You probably have gotten smacked already if you were. So this MYX, by the way, I also wanted to tell you about this. So I have bots. I hated bots until I realized that I can actually use the bot for my advantage based on my strategy. So I created these long-term bots that you can simply copy. Like, you just click on it and it will bring you up in an interface, and it literally allows you to just copy, just click on copy FFS bots. All of the bots that we have taken together, every single one of them are in profit. This is one of the best ways to layer into the market. I do think that in a higher time frame, it doesn't really matter where you get in. You can get into the bot now, or you can just wait a little longer. Depends on how much you want to spend time on it. But there's a link in the description to all this. You can get a $1,000 sign-up bonus if you sign up now. Guys, stay cautious. We can't bounce again until we do not break and close above the 4.15 trillion. I still consider this to be bearish, and I still consider a massive sell-off coming very, very soon. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.